is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
First reading, a reading from the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 1, verses 1 to 3, verses 15 to 17. Melchizedek, king of Salem and priest of God Most High, met Abraham as he returned from his defeat of the kings, and blessed him. And Abraham apportioned to him a tenth of everything. His name first means righteous king, and he was also king of Salem, that is, king of peace, without father, mother, or ancestry, without beginning of days or end of life, thus made to resemble the Son of God. He remains a priest forever. It is even more obvious if another priest is raised up after the likeness of Melchizedek, who has become so, not by law expressed in a commandment concerning physical descent, but by the power of a life that cannot be destroyed. For it is testified, "You are a priest forever, according to the order of Melchizedek." The word of the Lord.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Mark. Jesus entered the synagogue. There was a man there who had a withered hand. They watched Jesus closely to see if he could cure him on the Sabbath, so that they might accuse him. He said to the man with the withered hand, "Come up here before us." Then he said to the Pharisees, "Is it lawful to do good on the Sabbath rather than to do evil, to save life rather than to destroy it?" But they remained silent, looking around at them with anger, and grieved at their hardness of heart. Jesus said to the man, "Stretch out your hand." He stretched it out, and his hand was restored. The Pharisees went out and immediately took counsel with the Herodians against him to put him to death. The Gospel of the Lord.
My dear friends, today we celebrate the feast of Saint Sebastian and Saint Fabian. Saint Sebastian is a great saint who has given us example in the midst of persecution, and he became a martyr for the faith. We have gone through a time of hardships and challenges to our faith in our country. First, because of the Easter Sunday attack, the closure of churches, security concerns, and so on. And then, with the spread of the virus, the COVID-19, again, health restrictions, closure of churches, and our freedom to exercise our religion has been hampered. Saint Sebastian, as we all love him and have a great devotion to him, has given us a great example of facing challenges in the midst of persecution, even inflicting bodily suffering and pain. My dear friends, none of us have gone through that kind of suffering or persecution because of our faith, but we have gone through restrictions, challenges, and obstructions to our practice of the faith. Saint Sebastian gives us vigor and example for us to face up to these challenges. And also, my dear friends, in the Gospel today, we heard about Jesus healing a paralytic, healing a man of his sickness. We have a great devotion to Saint Sebastian for the intercession he has on behalf of us in the midst of sicknesses and illnesses, especially the spread of viruses and all kinds of diseases. Therefore, today is a day for us to ask for the intercession of Saint Sebastian in a greater manner, that he will give us his protection and intercede on behalf of us before God and safeguard us from this virus. Also, my dear friends, we need to be thankful to God our Father for the blessings we have received through Saint Sebastian. Let us, as Jesus mentioned in the Gospel today, be bold. He asked the paralytic man to come and stand here in the center. Even though we have restrictions, we have all kinds of obstructions to the practice of our faith today, we need to still, all the more, go and stand in the center in front of Jesus, even in our homes, praying individually, privately, as a family, and offering our devotion to Jesus, so that we will be healed of our infirmities and grant us protection and guidance. Let us pray to Saint Sebastian for that great intercession for the whole world.
Sri Wachanayano